main hall. Alexius is close.
Damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later. Us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground. Get that enchanter! Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste.
We can get that vent with the book if we sneak up on him.
The maze, please! I could really go for some light reading.
Cover the stairs!
I'll be free. Let's try to take them by surprise. Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers. breath, where did Alexius find this? How did he even move it here?
Can we open it?
Perhaps, but it looks quite strong. How desperate and paranoid must he be? His servants must have a way through. He has to eat. Let's look around. Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
I was worried I'd have to search the whole castle for you, Alexius.
There's no longer anywhere to run. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix!
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Leliana, let Felix go. He's innocent.
No one is innocent.
No.
Victory is impossible. The Elder One will destroy us both. Where are your assassins this time? Victory is impossible. Victory is impossible. The Elder One will destroy us both. Your efforts are futile. This world's already lost. Victory is impossible. The Inquisition, please!
Time's up.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This Alexius was too far gone. The Alexius in our time might still be reasoned with.
I suppose that's true. This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now! Eldor.
There's a reason they won. We'll head out front. Keep them off your tail.
We'll make this count.
The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have arrows. Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die! You'll have to do better than that.
Put aside all claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Or not.
Grand Enchanter, we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Your Majesties, when we offered the Mage's Sanctuary, we did not give them the right to drive our people from their homes.
King Alistair, Queen Honora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
No one fights well for their captors.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer, but will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best.
It's torn open.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail?
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy...
Closing the breach is all that matters.
I got a taste of the consequences if we fail. Let's make sure we don't.
We will not fail.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination...
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium...
One battle at a time. It's going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
And I'd hoped to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
We can handle the mages. There's no...
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwater. In ordinary places where the veil is weak, magic is and if demons can walk our world with no blood magic, there has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
You have a low opinion of your fellow mages?
It's not so much an opinion as magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivian.
You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Mages should be treated like...
How free did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or... Paint the cage any color you like. It's something to consider. Can I assist you?
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts?
After the circles fell, there 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the... I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would...
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your Illyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to... It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wall. I am, however, glad that he is with... He seems to be a good man, and his experience... As for the other wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so...
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still no...
And I would do it again.
I'll leave you to...
Much appreciated.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's one thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, but red lyrium in Ferelden, infecting people, finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How long does it take for red lyrium to grow?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually... This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think... But that's enough. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
That's a good point. We should celebrate. A banquet. Something like a banquet.
Word to Josephine, and I bet she could arrange. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment. If the world's about to end, I'm sure this... Need something?
Carry on.
Though you had granted them power over the very fate itself.
Well, that's mages all over. So many robes, I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains. I'll just be the other side of Haven, just in case.
Do you have a problem with our new allies?
No problem with mages. I mean, you know some. My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hats, I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
I'll be back.
Go on.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. You are certain you experienced time travel? Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
You think Alexius made an illusion of his own life going down in flames?
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen, and the... Speaking of which, you
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. And now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such...
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Hallam-Sharal? Cows milking farmers?
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you. Now that would surprise me. I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
What would be wrong with that?
Nothing. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Have you gone to see Alexius yet?
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left.
You're back. And in one piece. And done.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her leader.
So, That Tevinter guy sent you in.
Every time I think I understand magic.
I know, right? If I were a mage, I'd just... Anyway, I hope our new friends have... Damn thing gives me a head. What can I do for you?
See you later.
See ya.
So if we get better horses, you think that'll make a difference?
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mate. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. I have to ask, what was I like in that dark future you saw?
You were furious about the circle.
Angry. Good. I'm glad I was angry. It means I never stopped caring.
Nothing right now.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like...
How are we supposed to...
Deal with... It never ends, evidently.
You don't need to tell me that.
I just don't know who told them I'm the one to yell at.
Is it that bad?
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
Well, I hope it works. What other choice do we have?
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made it, and here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now. Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor. Yes?
That's enough for now.
Another time.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but I will not endanger the alliance you've created. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
Is there anything I...
I'm glad to have the charges on our side. All's men are despite evidence to the contrary.
That's all for...
Another time.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who take and
I don't understand. Even the Templars have left the Chantry now. What's going to happen? The Chantry doesn't know what
What one man gains, another has lost. Those who steal from their brothers and sisters.
The Inquisition appreciates it.
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel maid. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We will try.
In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not... But it does not tell us how to get there. So many times, once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Farewell.
Make her go.
All right.
At your service. Let's see what we have. suppose you're right. Thank you. Fine day to you.
Good to see you.
good to have commerce restored. How much did you need?
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
They're upon us!
Pleasure to see you again.
Are you running?
It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long...
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered.
After all the long years she carried me. Thank you, Maseranus, Dalen.
Good day.
Make her watch over you.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from... So, what do you intend to do?
For now, nothing.
Fine. Go.